guys, and welcome to my 35th video. Thank you so much for joining me if you are a return subscriber, or hello if you are new. My name's Adrina. I'm an Australian teacher, a Teachers Pay Teacher seller, and a mum. So things get a little bit crazy around here. In today's video, we're going to jump straight in and we're going to go over my February income report for Teachers Pay Teachers. If you've been following along, I have two stores, a clip art store and a resource store, so we'll have a look at both of those through the video. Let's get straight into it because I have my little guest just down here wanting to say hello. Hey, look, that's you. That's you. Hooray! Yay! And a kiss. Okay guys, so before we jump into this income report, I just wanted to basically go back to my last video, my January income report, and have a quick look at basically what was happening in my store there. So you can see here I had 195 followers last month and I had 100 people vote on my store, so left reviews basically, and I was up to 100 products in Tealazzo last month. Now looking at February, let's see my progress over the month and what I've been able to do. So let's go to my store. So now, mind you, it is the 3rd of March here in Australia now, and I currently am at 228 followers and I've got 111 votes. So you'll see the biggest difference here was obviously the amount of products that I uploaded. So I uploaded 28 products from my last month. So within the month of February, I uploaded 28 products. Now that is quite a lot, but there is a reason for that. And that is because you can see that I'll just scroll down so you can kind of see, I actually had a little play with making a product line. So I have these question marks that I initially designed. I'll just show you the first one. So I initially designed these rainbow question marks, and then I really liked the process of that. So I was like, oh, maybe I can make some more cool different designs. And so I did create like the outline of it, and then I went in and just go to the first page. And so I'm just on the first page now, and then I went in and I made a St. Patrick's Day one. I went and made like pastel, different coloured, boho, black and white, and so on and so forth, like Valentine's. I kind of made a few different types of themes. I have like a little freezer that I also have. I did like a boho bundle, so I tried to bundle them as well. So I just tried to make like a product line with them all. So, and I'm really sorry if in the background you hear my son, he's out and about. But I made a camo version, I made these cool leopard ones. And so yeah, I just had a little bit of fun. I've got a few more actually that I created that I haven't uploaded yet, but I want to. And I did like a cookie style one, I did like a bubblegum coloured one, and I did like a carnival one, and then I wanted to do like some summer and winter and autumn and spring kind of ones. So they're still to come. And I probably try and do and put that into a big bundle. But basically, and then I kind of just felt the need to want to do like a butterfly life cycle, because I just felt like I wanted to get some, I don't know, I just had a little moment where I was like, okay, I've had enough doing these question marks and I want to now do something a bit more realistic. And so I started on these butterfly, chrysalis and caterpillar kind of collection. And I'm going to be doing another little one including like the eggs and stuff. But these three I've uploaded in March, and the other ones, like basically the question mark ones, were really the ones I uploaded in February. So that's why I was able to upload so many, because I basically used it as a template and then I just created different designs to kind of go into like a product line. So sorry about all that. I will now get into the nitty-gritty of actually how much I made in February. Did I meet my goal of $120? We're about to find out. So let's go to dashboard. This is the month of March so far, but let's change it to custom range. Hear my son walking around in the background. And let's go to the 28th of March, apply. Okay, so you can kind of see for the month of March, I did not quite meet the 120 goal, but I made $91.91. I thought that was so crazy that literally and the cent amount was the same. Like, how crazy. But anyway, so you can kind of see through here, I didn't quite make it. I'm still really happy with that because $91 is still $91, you guys. And so I'm super happy with that still. And I'll just show you kind of what sort of happened here. Got $7.20, kind of went down to $0, $6.80, $16.32, another flat line here, $2.40, $0, $4.40, $6.80, $0, $12.80, $14.40, $0, $7.59, and then kind of just flatline for a bit, and $10.80. So you can see this is my best day here, the 9th of February. So let me just first point out that the month of February had 28 days this year. So that's a few less days of sales compared to the month prior. And so that is something to consider. Another thing that I didn't do this month was have any sales on my store. So no hashtag sales or no sales in general. And another thing that I also noticed was around this time, I am a part of some Facebook groups, and they did mention that there were some drop-offs in sales around this kind of end of February time due to, I think over in America, some states or some places have like some time off around here. So I didn't know what days exactly they were, but I've heard that this time around here was when they had a long weekend or some time off. So that could be also another reason which resulted for particular no one buying sort of around these time. And understandably, if people are having a break, people are just like having a rest and not looking on TPT at that point. So basically that is my earnings for this month. Let's have a look at conversion, 2%. Views. So in the month of February I had 1,373 views. Units sold, so I sold 24 units, and that's the data for that area. So let's go to traffic. I don't know why I look at traffic because I don't really have any other places that I don't know, but I just thought it'd be important to share anyway if anyone looking. So I don't really quite know what all of these kind of websites are from, like why they're showing up here, but from what I can gather, maybe somebody who has come from one of these websites somehow ended up on my page. That's how it's coming through as like a marketplace traffic source. I'm not 100% sure. I can see, and this is one thing I didn't actually think of, but even though so I can see people coming over from YouTube. So hi guys, even if it's just to like check out my store to see what it looks like and whatnot. But what I didn't consider is there's the possibility, even though it's not coming up here as a conversion, that even though if you didn't purchase off looking at my store then and there, it doesn't mean that down the track you didn't make a purchase. So I guess in some way the traffic sources can also be a little skewed in a way, only for the fact that like if say you did come from YouTube and you did purchase something from my store, then it might not necessarily show up here because you might have like gone to my store another day and typed in my name, my store name, and then purchased it from there and not just from my link. So that's really interesting. But you can always see here that, and there's no other reason as to why I have any other traffic sources, because I don't have anything yet. I don't have an email, I don't have a Pinterest, I don't have Instagram, I literally don't have anything else. It's just traffic on TPT. That's where I'm getting my earnings from, really. So that's that. And so I want to just briefly touch on the creative table, but this is my Tealazzo Clipart store. Let's have a look at the creative table to see how I went on that store. So we're here at my resale store, the creative table. So I just want to point out, like, I know that this channel is primarily clip art, but I do also just want to share obviously some of my earnings here on the creative table. Having two stores, I'm pretty sure it's important to kind of let people know what I'm earning from each, and so you can kind of get an idea of the collective of my resale store versus like my clip art store. And again, like the creative table has been open a lot longer, so it's been 2 years now that the creative table has been open, and Tealazzo is still under a year. So let's go into my sales. All right, so we just adjusted to February 28th. All right, so In February on the creative table, I earned $301.68. So I was super happy to reach that goal of $301. That beat my last month on the creative table, which was awesome for me to see. Mind you, again, it's taken me 2 years, literally 2 years from officially uploading my first paid product on the creative table to be earning like $300 a month from this. So it's taken me a long time to even have this amount, but to pair it up with the clip art store also is a big help. So in total, let's just price it up real quick. So in overall total for both my stores, the creative table and Tealazzo, I've earned a total of $393.59. So if I go and just type that into US dollar to Australian dollar, now mind you, it depends on the exchange rate at the time, but so $393.59. So that's looking about $539.54. So that's pretty good in Australian money, like $500 or just over $500. Like you can do something with that money. And actually, pointing that out, last month, because I also earned around $500 the last month between both stores, I actually have decided to upgrade to, and I'm so excited because I was like, oh, I don't know if this is a little bit expensive, but I couldn't help myself and I upgraded, or not upgraded, but I basically invested in buying Adobe Illustrator. So I'm in the process now of learning Adobe Illustrator for clip art. I obviously use Procreate at this point, but I'm wanting to just learn another skill because I know that industry standard for like graphic design is through Adobe Illustrator and their vector clip arts. I just really want to kind of learn that and see if I can create using Adobe as well. I want to stick to Procreate for Tealazzo clip art, but I'm just trying to upgrade my skills with that. So that's another expense that's going to take out of my money from what I'm earning on TPT now that I'm earning a little bit to kind of play with. That is costing me about $58 a month to have the Adobe Creative Cloud subscription. And so that was like a kind of a big purchase in a way because it's going to be ongoing. It's every month that costs that much. And so I have to kind of basically ensure that I earn that amount of money now on both my stores to be able to pay for that through the business, which I'm hoping, because I've had the last couple of months at least earning a couple $100, I'll be able to pay for that. But the reason why I got the Adobe Illustrator Creative Cloud was because it was on sale, and I was like, okay, while it's on sale, I need to kind of invest this. Instead of paying the full price, I'm going to be paying a little bit discount. I'm like, I need that in my life at a discounted rate, so let me just invest in that. So yeah, that is basically that. So let's now record it like I usually do. I'll go back to my Tealazzo Clip Art store though. All right, so now I'm going to record how much I've earned in Tealazzo Clip Art on my Excel spreadsheet that I always use. So open that up. So let's record that as 91.91. And I just like to have this just to kind of keep track of kind of what's going on. And I don't see this as like, when I put it in the red, it just basically means I didn't meet budget. It doesn't mean it was bad. It doesn't mean I was a failure. It doesn't mean any of that. It just basically shows me the budget for $120. Did I make it? Did I not? And so you can kind of see so far from May, like if you have been following along, I started off here at $5, going down. August was an amazing month. I'd never ever expected to earn that amount of money in my 4th month of business. And then it kind of went down from there. And then we kind of went up a little bit in January, and we've kind of gone down a bit here now in February. But still, like, I'm super proud still of, you know, earning any money. I'm so grateful to even earn any money on this. And yeah, what I will say is, I've heard Australia is obviously so different in the way of months, like even for like seasons, obviously compared to the US. And I know that Teachers Pay Teachers is primarily like US. It's more popular in the US. Not to say that Australia doesn't use it. They certainly do. But I think a lot of the sellers are very US based, and I'm pretty sure it's like a US based company. So I know that even with like the school systems over there, like I think in March or April you guys have like a bit of a break here. So while I was listening actually to Becca's coffee chat, I'm sure if you watch my channel you probably know exactly who I'm talking about. Becca, hello girl. She was basically saying in March or April, I think they have like a bit of a break coming up soon. So she said if your sales kind of go down, that's kind of expected because, you know, people on break. So I'm not really expecting to meet the 120 mark at all for March, and I'm actually probably predicting it might even be less than February, and I have no data from last year to kind of compare. So it'll be interesting to see what happens here in March, and I'm intrigued to see if it'll be like the same amount, way less. If it is more, it would be honestly shocking, but still I will keep my goal at $120 because why not? I will crack it this year, guys. I will try and crack the $120 mark. Anyway, so that is that. I'm going to go record this in my physical copy that I always do as well. So I just want to basically quickly say too, the month of February, I have been utilizing a new kind of productivity system to kind of get work done, which I might share with you guys in the future. Not quite yet, because I want to trial it out for a few more months before I really kind of share with you guys that. It's something that, you know, might not work for everyone, but it might work for some of you. And I think even if you don't think it would work for you, I might still share it just so you can kind of see the behind the scenes of how I kind of plan my things and kind of how I'm kind of using this little tracker that I sort of made, not even tracker, but a mini planner as a mum, specifically because I don't have time to kind of be planning heaps and heaps and heaps. So I kind of really simplify it as much as I can, which I sort of want to show you guys just for anyone that is interested. So that would be something to come in the future. Alrighties guys, that's pretty much it. I just want to say thank you guys very much if you made it all the way to the end and for watching this income report, and I will see you in my next income report for March. Let's see if I can crack that $120. I'm predicting possibly not because of the break that's going to be happening, but you never know. So we'll see. Thank you guys. Adios.